Hello, guys. It's your girl, Steph Perez, and welcome to tonight's live stream. So, tonight we're going to dive into the topic of will the Roadmap 2.0 really help you build your online business? Hello, guys. You know, as I was like forming my notes into how I wanted to break into this, the sassy part of your girl, Steph, wanted to kind of like go at this a little bit different because sometimes my weakness is allowing people's questions to put me on the defense, thinking that they are like calling me out or questioning like my motive or whether or not like what I'm doing is legit. And I realized something. I actually got to thinking and I'm like, you know what? This guy's question is honestly so fair. So yesterday I did a video and I talked about why all of this time I've been with the roadmap. I haven't talked about it in terms of like, I don't try to rank for it. It's not in any of my video titles outside of the one yesterday. And I talked about how I've made a lot of money promoting it, but the approach that I use is different than a lot of people. And so he left a comment asking if the course has actually, like basically, how have I implemented what I've used in the course to help me in building my business? Now, I think he thought that I was in e-commerce, but either way, I think it's such a valid question. And here's why. Is that in my 16 years of being online, 16 plus years, I for certain know that I've been involved in many business opportunities and even affiliate marketing programs where the motive was very like one-sided. They would say that you're learning skills to help you build anything that you want to build. However, you can tell that their agenda was really for you to push their thing. Now, if that's not necessarily good or bad. I mean, I've made a lot of money promoting affiliate offers, high ticket affiliate offers. I've made a lot of money promoting business opportunities. But I think what happens is oftentimes so much of what goes on online is very one-sided, right? Where again, they kind of get you in the door with telling you that you're going to be able to learn and develop all of these skills and that you're going to learn how to do all these individual things. But everything about the company is really about you going out there and using the skills that you acquire to actually go and build their company. And a lot of times they'll make it really easy. Why? Because they'll have these done for you affiliate funnels and systems. And so it's kind of like the allure of don't go and create it yourself, right? Just go ahead and just promote our affiliate deal and just bring other people into this. And then you'll earn a cut, right, of the commissions. And again, like I have my notes here because I really thought through this because I thought the question was so fair. The problem is not the selling of the thing. Like that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with high ticket affiliate deals, that aren't hurting people. And oftentimes it's not the actual company, it's the people that are involved in them. The problem is for someone that wants to simply learn the skills for their own ambitions versus, right, or should I say, they want to learn their skills for their own ambition, right? But often, right, they don't get taught the skills in a clean way. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. They don't get taught the skills in a very clean way. They get taught the skills, right, in a way that's really packed with motive to get you excited about simply selling the company's thing, right? And so I'll be honest with you, like over the years, when I first got started, again, I tell you guys this all the time, is that I feel so blessed that the people that I got to learn from as I was coming up were like the thought leaders in this space, where they really taught us how to think. They taught us like the foundations of attraction marketing, using the platforms. And that's why I've always had this whole idea around, you know what, if something ever happened to YouTube, I'm so solid in my skills for why YouTube works for me that I could just decide to go on any platform and make it work for me because I understand my success doesn't lie in the tactic of YouTube. It lies in my strategy of understanding how to actually use the platform, right, to get what I want out of it for my business. And understanding that, it means if any platform pops up, or if I had to go over to another platform, I would understand how to take this strategy and apply it to another platform and just simply rebuild, right? And so I learned digital marketing, and I learned the business of online business in a very, very clean way. I didn't learn it with the motive of promoting someone's deal. I learned it, right, with the motive of me wanting to make this my new way of life. All right. And so, like, I would just have to say, when it comes to our community here, right? So if you're someone that's kind of like watching on, or maybe you've been watching on, what I'm going to tell you from my experience in these past few months with the roadmap and the roadmap 2.0 is I have people that have been in business opportunities with me, and no matter what I said, they would not go out there and develop the skills. They would not go out there and learn this stuff. And it's because, I'm telling you why. It's because the allure of just going out there and making quick money was too high, right? It's kind of like, no, like, why learn the skills when I can just use this plug and play funnel, right? That's completely built for me. And all I got to do is just copy and paste this link that's in my back office, which the link was probably the only thing of value back there, right? Let me just copy and paste this link. Like, stuff, why build an email list, right? Why do all these things if all I got to do is copy this link and then just get out there and try to get people to sign up? And then when people couldn't get people to sign up fast enough, it was the problem. It was the business's deal. It was the system's deal. And they would hop off to something else. And then guess what? They would do the exact same thing with that platform and still not have any success. And so it's like, what I love with what I've experienced in the roadmap is, like, I have people that was their mindset, like that was their MO. And now it's like they're building their email list. They know how to set up capture pages and sales pages and their payment processors. Like, they're doing business like a grown friggin' person. Like, they're doing business like someone that has the MO of setting up a sustainable online business, right, for the long term. And they're not here just trying to, like, turn a quick trick, to make some money. They're not here for a gimmick or for a scheme or for, like, let's take advantage of this right now while it's here, because in a couple of months we're gonna have to jump off to something else. They understand the importance of actually learning this stuff, right? And so when I was just about the biz ops, again, that was not the case, right? Because people were too busy chasing the money. And this is why a couple of days ago I did that live stream and I talked about how the roadmap is not a biz op. And it's so easy to want to get caught up in the biz op vibe, because we do have this magnificent thing called the Master Resale Rights License, which gives us the opportunity to promote the course and sell the course as our own, right? But the big, big difference is there's not one biz op out there that I'm aware of, right, that literally teaches you the business of online business in a clean way that is supportive of your ambitions. Because the fact of the matter is, even if you take that one little singular module out of all the 28 modules, there is one singular module that gives you a pre-built funnel and walks you through how to set your business up to sell the course. So if you were to do that, you realize that the owners of the roadmap, should I say the creators of the roadmap, because they've given you a license to sell this as your own, there's zero vested interest in you selling the course for them. You could go out there and sell 100 of them today, and there's nothing that Zach and Hannah gets from your transaction. So this can't be a biz op, right? Because the only motive is to help you get out of this what you need to get out of this to help you build the business that you desire. If that business is to earn $1 million by offering people this course over the next 12 months, then fantastic. If your motive is taking your idea, whatever that is, and turning it into a $100 ebook and selling that 1 million times over the next year, you can get that out of this course. If it's taking an idea and turning it into a multi-module course, right, that you're selling for $9.97, and you go out there and sell it 1 million times next year, you can get that and you can achieve that out of this course. Out of everything that I've done online, and I've always had the intention of wanting to help people make money online. With everything that I've done, my motive and my intention has always been to help people, like, learn how to use the internet, whether it was affiliate marketing, whether it was business opportunities, or whether it was coaching and consulting and digital products. It was always like, learn, because even if you have an idea, guess what? You got to learn how to put it out there. You got to learn how to create it. You got to learn how to market and promote it. You got to learn how to do all the things that we are being taught to do. So I've always understood, like, if you don't learn this stuff, that you have no business trying to run an online business, because it's just not going to work for you. So literally, and I've been involved, you guys, in some really, really dope opportunities and some really, really great companies. That is why I don't poo-poo anything that I've done outside of Pure Profit Pro. Those of you guys that know me, you know why. I don't poo-poo any of them, because behind every single company is someone that had an ambition of their own. Like, seriously, they had an ambition of their own, and they were big enough to manifest that ambition. They were big enough to go out there and actually plant seeds and manifest it. Right? Now, whether or not that's for me or for you, that's not the argument here. But out of this is the one thing I'll say, out of everything that I've done online, this is the only thing that I've done where I can honestly say, like, the motive behind it is to help people learn digital marketing, learn the business of online business, and help them develop the skills to go out there and pursue their own ambitions, whatever that might be. Do you guys see why I'm like so bent on, if you're in my world, you need to be in this program? Because this is where you're going to learn all of this stuff. And every single person that I have turned on to this, right? They're like, Steph, thank you so much, right? One of my latest coaching clients, right? She was coming towards the end of her all access. And I said, girl, what are you going to do? Are we going to work together one-on-one or what? And she was like, I just don't know what I want to do as a business. I said, if you trust me on this, like, trust me, come into the roadmap. Trust me on this. Like, I'm telling you. And so I broke it down for her and everything. And she came in, and a day or two later, she sent me a message telling me how much she loved me, right? Saying, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I need. This is exactly what I was looking for. She was, I'm not going to say the company's name, but their investment is 5 times the amount. Some of y'all, if you know, you know. Their investment is 5 times the amount of the roadmap. So go ahead and do the math on that. And this is what she said. I was hoping that I was going to get this when I joined that. And this was well over a year ago, because it was that program that led her to working with me in my coaching container, right? And now to this. So do you hear what I can't make this stuff up. She said, I was hoping to get what I'm getting in the roadmap with the other program that I invested $2,500 in. So you guys, tonight, I'm going to share, if I haven't already said enough, of how the Roadmap 2.0 really helps you build your own online business regardless of your ambition. Okay. My ambition is to go out there and impact a lot of lives by helping people get access to this course. That's why I sell it. I don't want to create any more digital products. All right. I don't want to do coaching in a big way like I did it over the past few years. I have my select few clients that I'm taking on that I continue to work with because I love and adore them, right? And as clients pop up that makes sense for me, I'll work with them and take them on. But my ambition is to get this course in so many more people's hands and allow them to understand and learn digital marketing, understand and learn the business of online business, and help them step into, right, doing what they want to do online, whether that's taking their own ideas and turning into a product they want to sell, whether it's deciding to sell the course as their own and go out there and make a boatload of money doing that. All right. And so the gentleman's question was actually really, really valid. And so tonight I'm actually going to share with you, right, exactly how every aspect of my business, even though I didn't learn this stuff from the roadmap. Okay. You guys know I'm big on transparency. I've been in this industry 16 years. If I'm telling you I've been in here 16 years and I'm just learning this stuff because of the roadmap, Houston, we have a problem. Like, we seriously have a problem. All right. I've been in this thing 16 years. And so I learned digital marketing straight out the gate. I learned the business of online business straight out the gate. All right. Over 10 years ago, I was able to replace my full-time nursing income. Right. I've grown my business to over $100,000 a year. So yes, I've learned digital marketing. I've learned the business of online business. That is why when this came across my desk, I knew that I had to be a part of it because I knew that my voice needed to be out there to let more people know about this course. That is why I aligned in it. I didn't align in it because I needed the information. I aligned in it because as an entrepreneur, we solve problems. And I knew there was a problem out there, right? And that people needed to know about this $500 life-changing digital marketing online business course. But every single aspect of my business is practical use of knowledge that I've acquired and skills that I have developed that can be found in the roadmap. Anyone that knows, go ahead and chime in, right? Go ahead and chime in. Am I telling the truth or am I telling the truth? Every aspect of my business is learnable if someone invests into the roadmap. Every question that you have about building an online business can be found in the roadmap. What's in the roadmap can help you get started from wherever you are right now. Take whatever ambitions you have for an online business, help you learn how to get set up for online business success in such a smooth, efficient way, and help you go on to build a six-figure business, right? If that is what you want to do. You are fully equipped when you come into here. I make zero income claims outside of talking about like what I personally do, which I don't do a whole lot. I don't talk about other people's money, what it is that they do, because this is not a biz op. It's totally up to what every single person decides to do with this information. There are some people that invest in it and they're just fascinated by learning right now. There are other people that invest in it and they're like, you know, Steph, take me right to the setup. I'm ready to get this set up and I'm ready to learn and start helping other people at the same time. All right. You see there, very true, very true. Every single thing that I do, if you've ever looked at my business and you're like, Steph, I want to be like you. I want to model your business. Or you have questions, right, around how I do the things that I do, it's found in the roadmap. All right. So let's just start at the top of my funnel, right, which is my YouTube videos. Very, very first exposure into my business for 99.9% of people is my YouTube channel. Okay. So let's take YouTube as a practical strategy and tactic in my business. Even though I learned YouTube, right, trial and error, and having some really great people in my life that I was able to model, if you were like, Steph, I want to do what it is that you do. I want to learn, right, how to go live and get paid. I want to learn how to upload content on YouTube and be discovered and make money because of my presence, because of what I do, right? I want to learn how to use the YouTube platform to grow my business. Well, let's see. In module number, what is it, like 26 or 20 something? Right, guess what? There is a training, there's a complete module on YouTube marketing, right? And I actually did it, right? Complete module on using YouTube. So if you were to come to me and say, you have YouTube questions, I'm just not going to answer them. You need to go here and get the answers. That is why this is here. And this is why it's priced so ridiculous, is because they understood that more people need their hands on this and that there's no reason to need to charge thousands and thousands of dollars, right, for information, right, that can literally change the average person's life, right, through their business if they just simply learn this stuff. All right. And I'm not trying to be cold when I say like I'm just not going to answer. I'm just not. It's here. It's here for the taking. And again, in my 16 years of being online, right, I've charged $1,000 for courses. I've charged multi-thousands of dollars for masterminds and mentorships. And even with that, I've been amazed at the lack of follow-through that people have. When they have the information, they simply don't go through it. So it really is never the information, it's what the individual is going to do. But in 16 years, right, I've seen a lot of the things that come out, and very, very few of these e-learning style programs are less than $1,000. They're usually right around 1997. If you know, you know. Go ahead and comment in the live chat. If you've been around for any length of time, let them know that I'm telling the truth. So top of my funnel, right? How I, again, generate all my leads, how people buy directly from my content. People make buying decisions directly from my YouTube videos, right? Let me see, my girl Marissa, right? Discovered me someplace else, heard me doing what I do, and said, I want to go directly to the source, and came and looked me up on YouTube. I want to say maybe she was on my email list a day or two. I don't even know. I would have to go do research. But all I know is I went live one night. I went to my bed to watch Suits, and I look up and she was emailing me saying, "Hey, I'm finishing up your live right now, and I'm signing up right now." That alone right there, if that's not practicality of if you want to learn what I do, right, to get the kind of results that I do, and even better if you want to, the training's right there for you to learn. Because what I did in that training, that's the only training that I actually did for the program. I help you understand the mind of YouTube. I help you understand the mind of your ideal person, how to get in their mind so you create content specifically for them. You guys, I'm someone that had less than 3,000 subscribers the very first year that I hit 6 figures in my business. Less than 3,000 subscribers, not a viral brand, not a viral channel. My videos didn't have thousands and thousands of views. All right. People would say that I'm well known. I guess a lot of people know me, but I've just never been that viral, type brand. But here's the thing, my authority and why I had no problem, right, doing the training I did for the roadmap, because I could have easily said, Steph, you have no business. Like, you don't have a big channel. I don't do my business for a big channel. I do my business so that I can connect and build a targeted audience. So because I understand the strategy, I'm focused on the right things. How in the heck do you have a channel of less than 3,000 subscribers? I wasn't doing solo ads. I wasn't running ads. I didn't acquire my buyers anywhere else outside of YouTube. I might have had conversations on Facebook, but again, it's because people connect with me here first on YouTube, and then they join my email list and connect with me on Facebook, but everything started here. So again, okay, first step of practicality, if you want to learn what it is I do on YouTube, module 25, write these things down so that when you get started, you can go directly to these modules if these are the things that you want to learn. Okay, so now for my YouTube channel, all right, once someone discovers me and they're like, I like this girl, she said to go to the description and click on GoProWithSteph.com if I wanted to learn more. Let me go ahead and do that right now. They go and they click on GoPro with Steph. They are met with a capture page, okay? Maybe you're sitting out there right now and you're like, I don't even know how to do that. Like, this is wild. They click on the capture page, right? And then they begin to go through the actual funnel. They begin to receive emails from me, right? And then they begin to process the sales page, everything that's on the sales page, right? Maybe they go over to the order form and they're like, okay, I'm looking at but I'm not ready to buy. All right. So they close off the screen, and then day by day by day by day goes by, right? And they keep getting emails from me on a daily basis. For the first week or two on my email list, they're going to receive probably quite a few emails because I have a welcome email sequence that's automatically set up and it's triggered every single time someone opts in. And on top of that, I email my entire database a good 2 or 3 times every single day as well. Steph, I want to learn how to do that. How do you do that? What tools do you use? Right? Like, how do you email all these people at one time? How did you put together your capture page, your sales page, right? You're like, how do you accept money? You guys, like, you think I'm being funny when I say this, but I just had a gentleman that reached out to me a week or two ago. And he's like, I wouldn't even know how to get started with any of this. What are payment processors? Like, I wouldn't even, like, he was telling me all these things that he didn't know, which he sounded a lot like my girl, Veronica, who knew nothing about this stuff either when she got started. And so if someone's like, Steph, so how do I do what you do? First off, I would say you go to GoProWithSteph.com and you decide to invest $500 into yourself. All right. That's the first step. Then what you do, right? The very first thing I want you to do is to go to module number 1, because if you know nothing about none of this stuff, I want you to understand, right, the world of digital entrepreneurialism. So you can understand like what this really is all about. Okay. Now, if we talk about practicality, actually my funnel and everything, all the elements that are in there. Well, if that's the case, right, you're going to come all the way down to, let me see, you're going to come down to either module 9 or module number 10. And that's where you're going to be walked through step by step how to use the marketing system that we give you for free. And video by video by video, we're going to walk you through exactly how to set up a money getting system like I have. Oh, and here's a fantastic bonus. because you go to GoProWithSteph.com, guess what happens? When you decide to get this course through me, if you love my actual funnel, if you love my money getting system, guess what? Because of one of my fantastic members, you can actually model my funnel. You can model my entire funnel if that's what you want to do. But you're going to have the training that's going to walk you through page by page, step by step, link by link, how to make it your own, how to personalize it. Essentially, what you're learning how to do is how to use the free marketing system that we use. So while you're getting set up, guess what? You're also learning, or while you're learning, you're actually getting set up at the exact same time. So when you're all done, not only do you have knowledge on funnel building, you'll know how to create a capture page. You'll know how to make that capture page fire off a series of emails. You'll know how to create a sales page. You'll learn how to create all of your legal links in your system. You'll learn how to attach your payment processors. You'll learn how to set up your payment processors. You'll learn how to get set up to accept Klarna and Afterpay so that your customers have a way of spreading out their payments. You're going to learn how to set up your very own order form. So when someone decides they want to buy the course, if that's what you decide to sell, guess what? That money, that $500 goes directly to your Stripe and or your PayPal account. No one ever touches your money. Yes, you learn how to get everything set up. So literally, as you're going through my business, if you ever say, Steph, I want to do what you do, right? I'm going to say invest the $500 and you're going to get the step-by-step instructions to know exactly what it is that I do. And you guys, I've even created a more like fair advantage in my business. Today, I spent the whole day, didn't want to do it, right? But brought my whole funnel over to system.io. So now I'm officially on system.io, right? And so now it's like everything that I do, guess what I get to do? If I have a really bomb idea for a funnel, guess what I get to do for my people? Oh, you want to model it? Say less. Here's the copy code, right? Here's the copy code. So you guys right there, did you write down modules 9 and modules 10? Module 9 is if you just want to flow from scratch. Like if you're like, you know what, I want to like build my own funnel. I have my own ideas, the own look and feel of it. Or if you actually want to build your own funnel based upon a product idea that you have that's unrelated to the course, you can actually use module number 9 to walk you step by step through, right, our free marketing system, right, system.io, and learn step by step how to build out your entire money getting system. Y'all, is this dope or is this dope? Like, where else have you been online? Like, where else have you been online where literally, again, in a very clean way, with a clean agenda, you are taught how to build an online business and you don't have the pressure of, you know what, the easier route would really just be to go ahead and just become an affiliate and just promote the affiliate deal, right? Because I just don't have an idea of my own. And because they're not really fostering, right, an idea. They're not helping you in that way. They're pushing you really to just promote their thing. And no wonder, because you're only an affiliate. You're only an affiliate. And you realize one bad promotion, they can totally snatch your affiliate agreement away from you. Like, you realize there's no ownership. It literally is an agreement. You are marketing for a company. You are a representative. You guys, there's, and again, I'm not poo-pooing a company. I'm poo-pooing the idea when you know better, we get to do better, right? When we know better, we get to do better. So we no longer have to decide that that's the only way that we can learn digital marketing and learn the business of online business. You can actually learn all of that here. And if you still decide that affiliate marketing is like what you just love for whatever reason, right? Like you might have a passion for it. This is going to make you a great affiliate marketer because you're going to learn how to get set up. You're going to learn how to set up your own campaigns. You're going to learn how to have ownership and controlling your business. All right. And so again, we talked about where you can learn YouTube, right? We talked about where you can learn how to incorporate money getting systems. And then also you're like, what stuff? What about the email marketing component? Right? Got you there as well. Right? If you go down to module number 13, okay, between module number 13 and module number 15, we not only teach you email marketing in a very clean, generic way, but we also teach you email marketing using our free marketing system. So you don't have to learn it and then trying to figure out, okay, now that I know this, but now how do I actually take this and use it in the marketing system, right, that we're using to build our business? We actually walk you through how to use affiliate marketing using system.io as well. So we don't just say this is the tool we recommend. You guys, the reason, if you want to know why we recommend and we kind of use system.io as like the marketing system of choice, is because it's completely free to get started. There's not even a credit card that's required. It's not a free trial. It's free. You can literally begin to set your business up for free. And you don't need to decide to upgrade into a paid plan until your business requires it or your business needs it. Again, y'all, clean, right? Clean. All right. So with the email marketing, you're going to learn how to not only make sure that your money getting system is connected, right, to email marketing, but you're going to learn how to set up a welcome email sequence so that every single time someone opts in to your capture page, right, they find you on YouTube because you went through the YouTube training, right? They opt in because they want to learn more about what you're talking about because it sounds so doggone good. When they opt in, they're now on your email list. So if one of the first things is going to be a welcome email sequence that you're going to set up. Again, you guys, does the Roadmap 2.0 really help you build an online business? I don't know. Does it? Does it sound like there's a hidden agenda here? Does it sound like this is just a course about selling a course? Does this sound like some old outdated PLR? Does this sound like, the scheme of 2023? Does this sound like something that's just here to take your money? Or does this sound like something that truly has your best interests at heart and that is truly supportive of whatever your ambitions are? If you want to create your own ebook or create your own course or create a service, right? If you want to start doing power calls or clarity calls or discovery calls or coaching calls, or you want to become a consultant because you learned so much in here and now you want to go and consult other people and help them with their business. If you want to take what it is that you learn here and go out there and start charging $3,000 to $5,000 to set up people's funnels and to set up people's systems, right? If you want to take something you learn here and you want to go out there and become an email marketing manager for someone, right? Or social media manager for someone. These are your skills that you are acquiring. Again, your ambitions. This course is designed to help you fulfill your ambitions so that you never have the excuse of, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do, right? Or nickel and diming yourself to death when you could have just invested $500 and had everything that you need, right? To help you get set up for online business success and to help you run and manage your business every step of the way. To me, just simply brilliant. All right. So let's talk about some other things people ask me about, Steph. The way that you show up, your messaging, your content, right? How do you create content? So it's not just YouTube, right? It's the fact of I know how to create content. Well, guess what? There's a whole section here on online marketing, right? Module number, I think I just passed that. Nope, it's down here. Module number 17, right? Where you're going to learn all about online marketing, which encompasses content creation, whether it's long form content or short form content. You're going to learn storytelling techniques. You're going to learn how to actually use your experience and use your journey and use the stories of your life, right? To connect and to call in your ideal clients. You're going to learn how to create content. You're going to learn how to show up. You're going to learn real messaging, right? Within module number 17. So again, is that something practical that over my 16 plus years I had to learn? Absolutely. Everything I mentioned to you guys, from YouTube to setting up funnels, to email marketing campaigns, to broadcasting my list on a daily basis, to showing up, being magnetic, telling my story, learning how to literally make money by just simply being me and not playing by anyone else's rules. You guys, all of those things, unlike you, I didn't have it nicely packaged in a container like this. I learned it by trial and error, piece by piece, right? I piecemealed it together as I went. Learning from all kind of different people and just putting it together, making it my own, and just trusting the process and then committing to mastery. If I didn't get it right the first time, right, I learned it in a new way or I tried it in a new way. That's not the case for anyone. right, that comes in contact with me or that comes in contact with you if you actually own this course. Because now they get everything packaged, right, really simply and organized together, where whatever it is they want to learn or whatever they need to help them get set up, it's here for them. It's here for them. All right. So literally, you guys, every single thing that I do inside of my business, if someone said, Steph, I want to learn what it is that you do, the options are really clear. You invest $500, right, to learn it at your own pace, to be able to go straight to the source to learn it and to be able to apply it directly to your business. And even if you have a business idea of your own, you can run with that business idea. But I would also encourage you to get your course set up to sell, because we teach you, we walk you through how to do that. Why? Because think about what I just said. If someone discovers you that you know, or as people start like, wow, like you got your online business set up fast. How did you do that? Wouldn't you want to monetize that answer? Wouldn't you want to be able to say, yeah, I actually invested into this course because I wanted to learn how to turn, my 16 years of experience doing this into a digital product or into a service. And I can't believe they taught me how to set up my entire online business. And you can make $500 by referring the course to someone that too wants to learn how to set up an online business, because maybe they have an idea. You guys, when I first got started as a coach and a consultant about 5 years ago, and I started putting myself out there and talking about wanting to help women that wanted to turn their knowledge and their passion, their skills into viable businesses. And I started talking about how we got to stop giving away what it is that we know for free. You would not believe how many women reached out to me and they were like, Steph, yes, like, please help me, because every single time I turn around, I'm doing free consults. I'm on the phone with people, like giving their time away. Why? Because they just didn't know. They didn't know how to begin receiving money. They didn't know how to get set up. Very few of them knew about simple booking apps. Very few of them knew about the very simple payment processors. You guys, if you are to a point where you feel like you know this stuff like the back of your hand, right? You need to take it down a notch and remind yourself that many people out there, so many people out there, don't have this understanding. They really think that building an online business is very, very difficult. Now, I'm not saying that it's not difficult, but what I'm saying is when you have the right information in your hands, right, you can make moves a lot more quicker, right, or quickly, right, than people that are out there trying to flail around or trying to free 99 it, right, or kind of like stair-stepping their way. You can get all the answers, and then once you have the answers, it's like, oh, wow, like that wasn't difficult at all. And all these tools and all of these resources and all these platforms have been underneath my nose this entire time, and I didn't even know, right? I didn't even know. And by investing into the course, like, now you know. And now you get to go out there. It's like selling the course is such a great reward and such a great benefit and such a great feeling, because when you know what you learn from this course and you realize it's not about a course about selling a course, you realize how many people out there need this information that are not going to make it online if they don't have this information, or it's going to take them a lot longer trying to piecemeal it together. So without a doubt, you guys, the answer is absolutely yes. The Roadmap 2.0 will help you build, right, an online business. The Roadmap 2.0 will help you build your online business. And it will help you acquire the knowledge and develop the skills in a way that's super, super clean, and that's totally about your ambitions. It's not about someone else's ambition or their motivation or their motive intertwined in there, subliminally trying to get you sold, right, on being an affiliate of a company and totally forgetting the fact that you wanted to build an online business. Let me say this as well. I know my boy Thomas, he was actually one of the people that like spoke up about this. He was in biz ops with me. And again, you guys, this is the power of attraction marketing, right? When people like you, right, like they're gonna find a way or a reason to be in business with you. They're gonna find a way or a reason to want to do what it is that you do. And so he joined, I think a business op or two with me. And as I would do different, he's always invested into the things that I've done, always. But when I transitioned into coaching and consulting, he was like, I'm so glad you're doing this, because like, even though I joined the biz ops, right? Like, I've always wanted to turn like his years of doing, he does tax preparation, right? I've always wanted to turn my years of that into helping other people learn how to do this as well. And he was not the only person that came forth and was like, I've always had an ambition, right, of actually having my own business. And it's like I think I said in yesterday's video, the way that you are introduced to the world of making money online makes such a stinking difference. You guys that are already in the roadmap, please listen to this, because you have such a responsibility to be like the first like clean way that someone is introduced. You might be the first way they're introduced. It's so important that you understand that, because oftentimes the reason people fall into traps or into schemes or into things that don't mean them well or into hidden agendas is because it's their first exposure to something, right? It's their first exposure to something. And if it sounds just a bit of good, they're going to invest and decide to get involved in it, right? And oftentimes, like many of us, right, they will learn the hard way and they'll end up investing a lot of money trying to get it right. What people need to understand is like, this is what you need to know. Because if you don't have a vision for your business, we're going to help you develop that here. If you don't know how to turn an idea you might have, we want to give you a shot of actually turning that idea into a business product or a business service if that's what you want to do. And we're going to teach it to you in a very, very clean way that's totally about your ambitions, right? If you're like, no, Steph, I love what you're doing. Like, I want to do what you're doing and I want to promote the course, but of course I got to learn. Then guess what? You can come in here and still get clear about your vision, right? Still get a really, really great base, right, of digital marketing knowledge and online business knowledge, right? And still go in the direction of actually selling the course. It's only going to make you someone better, right? Because you're going to understand this stuff, and then you'll be convicted like me, where you're like, I got to get out there and tell more people about this. I got to talk about it. I've got to save people before they go out there and invest thousands and thousands of dollars into either stuff they're not ready for, stuff that is not in their best interest, right? Or stuff that's just flat out going to take their money. It's generally one of those three things. When you understand that, because you've been in the game, like, you realize this is in fact not a game. And then we have such an obligation to get out there and to make sure people know that such a thing exists. All right, that such a thing exists. I'm going to share a couple of other things before we close out. But if you do want to learn more, right, about this digital marketing course with Master Resale Rights called the Roadmap 2.0, my link is down below in the description. All right, GoProWithSteph.com. Go get the information in your hands. When you get started and you purchase the course for yourself right now, right, you will get a free spot in my mentorship hub, where you get additional mentorship, you get additional lessons, you get additional resources, you get additional help with actually building your business. And you don't just get it for right now, you get it for all of 2024. So you're going to get like 14 months of included mentorship, right? It includes office hours on Tuesdays. It includes just, pop-up hangout sessions that I do throughout the month. On Thursday, for all of y'all that are already in, on Thursday at 8 p.m., right, we are going to do an orientation. Since 2.0 is here, and there's a lot of new people and a lot of new questions and things like that, we're going to do an orientation on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, if you're like on the fence, now is such a great time, right? You can come hang with us on Thursday and get orientated to this and get a really, really fast start. And I can help you figure out exactly where you need to go to get what you need to get out of this. All right. And so that's all of bonus that you get, right, when you decide to get started now. And all I can tell you is, like, I'm working my booty off right now because there's so many things that I'm adding. I'm adding done for you funnels. I'm adding done for you Master Resale Right products that you guys will have the opportunity to just like swipe and begin selling. I'm saying, like, all of the hard work is pretty much done. All you got to do is just decide how you want to sell it. If you guys don't already know, I did a video today where it's only 4 minutes, if you can believe I did a 4-minute video, and I walked through the back office of 2.0. And I, scrolled through the modules. I gave you guys the embed code in the members area as well. So if you want to embed that on your sales page, feel free. If you go to GoProWithSteph.com and opt in, and you scroll down to the bottom, you'll actually see the video there if you want to give it a peep as well. So like, y'all might not even be logging in and knowing these things, but like, I'm working so hard to make the mentorship element, like, seriously worth more than the roadmap even is. And the roadmap, in my opinion, with 28 modules, easily worth $2,800 to $3,000. Each module is easily worth $100 or more. $500. And like I said, right now, the mentorship is included. So if you're one of those people, you're like, I've always wanted to work with you, Steph, or maybe you're newer to all this and you're like, I really like you and I've always wanted a mentor, right? I've always wanted someone in my corner. I've always wanted a space to ask questions. I don't want to just buy a course and be left all by myself. Like, this is your opportunity, right? And I've had members, like one of my girls right here, Shantae, right, will tell you, like, she loves the roadmap, like no cap, loves it, loves it, loves it. But she'll say for her, it's the mentorship, right? For her, it's the mentorship. And so many people in the community will tell you the mentorship is actually priced as its gold. So if you want to learn more, you can go down below and learn more at gopro.steph.com. All right. So as you can see, right, like my business is like literally like in practicality sense, right? Everything I do, you can be taught it within the roadmap. All right. My question to you is the things that I broke down. Okay. How solid are you on these things for your business? Okay, how solid are you on these things for your business? And if you're solid on them, are you set up in such a way where you can actually help people get access to information in this way? Like if you're solid on them and you're passionate about the industry that we hail in, y'all, let me tell you something. My husband said it himself. We were watching the news, right? While we were eating dinner. That sounds so old. I remember my grandparents used to do that. I'm almost embarrassed that I just admitted that. We were watching the news as we were eating dinner. And man, that sounds so old. But they were talking about how, if you notice, right now, prices are starting to go down. Have you guys noticed that? I'm a Target girl, but my daughter and I and my husband went to Walmart last week to get some stuff that didn't have a Target. And then my daughter and I went to Target a couple of days later and we're like, wait a second, these prices are like Walmart prices. And stuff that was like a couple of bucks more is down. And gas in our area is crazy down, right? Like, and so when I brought it to my husband's attention a couple of weeks ago, he's like, that could be good. My husband's like wicked smart when it comes to this stuff. I'm not so much. He's like, that could mean one of two things, right? It could be good or it could be bad. And then on the news today, or something we're watching on YouTube, there you go. I don't feel so old now. It was YouTube. It wasn't the news. There you go. It was YouTube. But they were basically saying how, like, it could be a really, really bad thing. The fact that things were coming down so low, because when things come down so low, what do people do? They get excited and they begin to buy, and sometimes beyond their means, right? Which puts us in worse trouble. But they were also talking about unemployment and how the unemployment rates, generally, like how it usually mirrors these kind of things. And my husband said, now might be a really good time for your business. And I said, oh, I already know. I said, when I go live and I talk about these things, I keep telling people all gas, no brakes. Like right now, people need us. They're going to be flocking to the internet, right? They're going to be wanting to learn how to make money online. They're going to want to learn how to get things set up. Like I already know, like I am not scared by the times. I'm pushing myself to get positioned. And I'm telling people get positioned because we're in an industry where people are going to want to know how to get set up for online business success. They're going to want to learn how to sell things, how to have websites, how to have money getting systems. They're going to want to learn this stuff, right? And again, like I said, he just said it himself. He said it himself. He's like, people are basically, they're going to need somewhere to go. They're going to need something to do. They're going to be looking for alternative ways of making money. Y'all, please hear me on this. Like this literally is your time. This is the time. And remember on top of that, what I said yesterday or the day before, you guys, there are people out there right now that have made a lot of money. And it's the holiday seasons. Please hear me on this. Okay, my intuition around these things are hardly ever wrong. And I feel like I'm called to share these things for a reason when I'm called to share them. And so really hear me on this. There are people right now that have made all the money they want to make this year. Like they're so good. They're not going to go as hard as I'm going to go right now during this time, during this holiday season. They're going to choose to relax. And that's absolutely their choice. Absolutely. I haven't made all the money that I want to make this year. I want to push into 2024. I realize the times that we are in. And I realize for some people, right, the holidays is not going to be a thing for them. Like they're not going to care about it. They're going to have their mind on other things. Therefore, for me, it is all gas, no brakes. So if you couple that with the influx of people that could be looking for opportunity, couple that with the people that are taking their foot off the gas and choosing to coast, why would you not decide, right, to go full steam ahead right now? Why would you not decide to position yourself? Why would you not decide, right, to push and create massive amounts of content right now, speaking directly to the people you want to serve? Why would you not? Now is the time. And with what it is that we sell, like we don't sell makeup, we don't sell, things that people don't really need. It's more of a luxury. Like people need this if they're coming online. So literally, you guys, now is the time to push. All right. So let me just rattle off a couple of things. I wrote them down. I was so inspired and empowered. I wrote them down. And I think it's great to close out the call with this. If you guys are live here and you have any questions, feel free to type them in the live chat. All right. You guys, it's only getting tougher out there. Okay. You got to get solid. I am a student of this industry and I hear what's going on TikTok. I hear the things that are happening on Instagram. YouTube is one of the only platforms that just kind of pretty, for the most part, it's like it just coasts. It has its challenges sometimes, but not like those other two, right? Facebook, pretty solid as well. But overall, y'all, I'm telling you, things are only getting tougher out there. You need to hear this. So yes, you're like, Steph, but you just said all gas, no brakes. Yes. Who cares if it's getting tougher? Do you give up because you notice a little bit of incline when you're running or jogging or walking? Do you give up, right, because the wind starts coming against you? No, right? You stick with it, even if it means you're slowing down just a little bit to get through it. But in most cases, you're pushing harder, right, because you feel like you need to push. Y'all, online, I'm not joking. It is getting tougher. And this space really is only for the person, right, that is deciding to persevere. Like they're going to decide to push through. They're going to say what I said in 2007, that I'm making this my new way of life. And it doesn't matter what I got to go through, what I got to learn, what I got to overcome, what obstacles come my way. I'm making this my new way of life. So knowing that things are getting tougher, you, right, Veronica, Prayer Lucinda, oh, Shantae, Marissa, Terrence, all of y'all that are out there, you got to get solid. You got to get solid. Long gone are the days where you can just kind of show up and half butt this and pull things off. You can't. You got to get solid. You got to make space for you. If it's YouTube, you got to carve a space out for you. If it's Instagram, you got to carve a space out for you. If it's TikTok, you got to carve a space out for you. If it's Facebook, you got to carve a space, right? Your email marketing, you got to get people used to seeing your doggone name when they go through their email. You got to carve a space. You got to make space for yourself. You got to decide to come out of obscurity and you got to become known. You got to do much more than scrolling Facebook and scrolling social media. And you got to decide to be a person out there where when people are scrolling, right, they are consuming your content. You got to decide to get solid. It's just the times that we're in right now. All right. You got to pay attention because things are constantly changing. You got to pay attention to what's going on, why it's going on, how to navigate around it. You got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to be resourceful. You got to be willing to invest when investment is required, right? You've got to be willing to, right, to see what's working, what's not working, and to make the adjustments inside of your business. Like, yes, this is tough talk, y'all, but I'm telling you, like, that's what I love about the roadmap, right? Is because they do keep it updated at no additional cost. But on top of that, you learn the fundamentals. When you learn the fundamentals, right, you innately learn how to actually navigate all of these things that happen. Why? Because you learn the strategies. You don't just learn the tactics, right? You don't just learn like how to use AI gimmicks, right? Because guess what? That's not going to take you far. AI, ChatGPT, you guys, those things are accelerants. The only reason like I even know how to use those things without having to go through crazy courses is because my strategy is solid. Therefore, I know the mind of why AI works. I know how to talk to AI to get AI to tell me what I need to know. I know how to talk to ChatGPT to get ChatGPT to tell me exactly what I need for anything that I'm working on. but it's an accelerant, right? It doesn't replace me. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They get on these trends. They think the trends are going to be the answers. They're not. Trends like that are here today, gone tomorrow. You guys, the same things I'm doing now is what I've been doing for 16 years. With all these things that came and went, with all these things that have changed, with all these things, I've been doing the same thing. And I'm going to keep saying these things. And I'm not saying don't leverage things. Again, they're accelerants. Leverage them if they're going to help you run up a bag. Leverage them. Don't become dependent upon them. Right? And get solid on your strategy. So when they let you down or they break, you know how to shift and move and make adjustments. Like, I know this kind of talk scares some people, and I'm fine with that. Because that's what it takes in this space, is what I'm sharing right now. All right? You got to be a problem solver. Right? Edward said exactly. Right? You got to be a problem solver. I was listening to a mentor of mine, and she's on Instagram, and she was saying how, she's made a ton of money on Instagram. And she was saying how, like, as things change, I hear in her language, she's constantly out there, like, trying to figure out what's working, right? Are keywords working? Are they not working? Let me do some reels with not keywords, hashtags. Let me do some reels with hashtags. Let me do some reels without hashtags, and let me see what's working. Y'all, most people aren't willing to do that because they're too busy just throwing spaghetti against the wall. Like, do you see why I'm such a hard nose on? Like, I'm not answering your questions. You got to get in here. You got to get in here, because this is what's going to give you the information that you need, right? It's in here. So in being a problem solver, right, no matter what platform you choose, you got to decide to make the platform work for you. Nobody is truly going to have the answer, right, to you making YouTube work for you or you making Instagram work for you. We can give you strategies and tips that we're using, right? But you've got to actually sit down and figure out, like, how to make it work for you, how to develop the language, the flow, the messaging, right? When something gets really great results and something doesn't, do you know how to actually look and say, okay, let me do more of what's working and more of what's not working? Like I said earlier, you guys, it's only getting tougher out there. You've got to decide to be solid. This is why I push what it is that I push. Because this sets you up for success for the long term. This teaches you how to think. It teaches you how to be. It teaches you how to navigate all of this. It makes you strong in this space. All right? You got to stay in the practice. Please, someone write that down. That's why in my mentorship community, right, what do I have? I have the very first thing is the orientation. And then the next video I have is the first video is orientation. The second video, this is all under start here. Okay, if anyone hasn't been taking advantage of my mentorship area, you need to. You need to. Great help here, right? The first video is orientation. The second one is getting set up. The third one, y'all, this one right here, I listened to this one myself. Work this flow, repeat this flow. That's your money video right there. Work this flow, repeat this flow. The fourth one is how to continue learning and progressing. Why do I put that there? Because just because you go through and you get set up and you watch a couple of modules and you're feeling real fancy, right? It doesn't stop there, right? Because what did I just say? You got to stay in the practice. How do I learn? How do I personally evolve? How do I keep getting better? How do I know what's going on out there? How do I know what's working right now? How am I not even on Instagram or on TikTok, but I know the problems of the platform? Because I'm a student of this industry. It's all marketing. It's all marketing. Right? You got to stay in the practice. You guys, our business is a constant practice. If you don't buy into that mindset and that understanding, you will struggle. That's why I say things like it's a $500 investment. And I shared this today during office hours. I want to make sure I make this very clear, because I think I shared it in a very, very great way today during office hours. I never say it's only $500 as if it might not be a tough decision or that you might not have to save or whatever. I understand 500 is 500. When I say it's only 500, I say it in the big scheme of the fact of for everything you get, it's only 500. For the outcome that you desire, for the potential that lies there for you, for all the other ways that you could invest $500 or more to get access to this kind of stuff and or less, right? It's only $500. I say it in the scheme of being online for 16 years. Like, I know what you could be getting bamboozled for a lot more, right? That's going to leave you very, very let down, frustrated, and still having many, 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 many questions and not being empowered by the information that you need to stay in constant practice inside of your business. It's just going to leave you hopping around. So because I understand business is a constant practice, why not have, right, a platform where as you are in constant practice, you don't have to worry about going out there, right, and investing other money into other things. It's all right here. Because literally until you are earning $100,000 solid in your business, $10,000 a month solid in your business, until you know these things, right, there's no reason you got to look outside of this. This can take you there. This can help you in that way. That's why I feel so solid on this. So you guys, the final point, right, is that our business is a constant practice. So you can get set up. And like the title says, will the Roadmap 2.0 really help you build an online business? Absolutely. For anyone here that's in the Roadmap 2.0, can you say absolutely if you really feel the same way? Again, no matter what your ambitions are, the Roadmap 2.0 is here to help you learn the business of online business, learn digital marketing in a clean way that supports your ambitions and has nothing to do with selling a course. That's one little module out of 28 modules. That's the thing. And it's like module number 10. It's like so far down. It's like almost right in the middle of everything. There are so many more modules before that that help you discover what you really want and walk you through the basics and understanding business and having a vision and all of these other things before we even talk about, do you want to sell the course and make it your own? And do you want to get your funnel set up? Why? Because your ambitions is what matters. Your ambitions is what's going to keep you in business for the long term. Like your ambitions is going to be the thing that fires you up to actually log in and go through the information. Your ambitions, not feeling like you got swindled into a hidden agenda, right? And now your only option is to go with the flow so you don't waste your money and you feel stuck. And you guys, I say that because in 16 years, I've seen it time and time and time again. And if you listen to if you listen to any platform for longer than 2 seconds, you'll hear people talking about it. Right? You guys, I'm saying share this in closing. For those of you guys that have heard this story, right? This is a story that will forever like haunt me and a story that will always remind me of why I do what I do, especially with this. Is that when I was first getting into coaching and consulting, I was coming from an affiliate marketing company. Nothing wrong with the company, in my opinion. I don't always agree with the practices they use, and or sometimes the people that are involved in and their motives. But a lady found me because of that program, and she happened to find me live one day. And then she inboxed me on Facebook right after, and she says, I'm so glad I caught you live. And I said, hey, what's going on? We started chatting, right? And she said, Steph, I looked up, right? And I took money out of my retirement and I spent $20,000 with the company. She said a $2,500 investment, right, turned into a $20,000 investment because they convinced me that I needed to have them build my complete funnel and all of my systems and everything for my business. The more that I talked to her, because I began to work with her, she said, Steph, what really stinks is like, she's like, I work really, really hard. She's like, and all I really want to do is earn like an extra $1,000 a month. My daughter's going to be turning 16 and I just want to be able to do things like buy her a car. And all I could think about was, did no one ask you what your goal was? Because a consistent $1,000 a month doesn't translate into needing to invest $20,000 to build a funnel. They built a funnel for her. They got her hooked up with Facebook ads. That was like draining her of her money as well. All of these things that number one, she wasn't equipped for. Number two, she didn't need it. And number three, she was still friggin' lost. Still had no idea what was going on in her business. Right? Thankfully, she still had some money, right, that she could access. So when she found me, we were able to begin to work together. And she's one of those unfortunate stories where I think she just ended up giving up, to be quite honest with you. If you think that's the only story that's out there like that, you're mistaken. You're so mistaken. That's why I do what it is that I do. That's why I can say things like it's only $500, because I know it'll be the best $500 you will ever invest into your business to help you, right? Like legit, if you really want to get set up for online business success for the long term. I know. I don't want to keep hearing stories like that. I don't want to hear stories like that ever again. So for her, right, I made a commitment, right? I remember I told my husband, I said, I got to make sure that I get out to people soon enough. It's funny how it's like I take responsibility of that. I'm like, I need to be louder. I need to be out there. They need to discover me before they make these kind of investments. That's how I feel now. They need to discover me before they go out there and end up investing way more than they need to invest. And if any company owner, right, of any of these systems, right, that I know I'm talking about, if they ever challenge me, I have no problem saying your program is not in the best interest of the majority of people that get involved with them. I'd have no problem saying it because I've earned it and because I know. And because I know what we offer here, it's what most people really do want. They have ambitions, they have goals, and they want help in building them. They want help with seeing them through. They don't want to fall into someone else's agenda. They actually want help with taking their ambitions and their goals and their dreams and turning it into whatever it is they want to turn into. They really want to learn how to have an online business of their own. And that's exactly what this empowers people to do. I really hope you guys are leaving better tonight. I really hope I helped to paint the picture, right? For anyone that might be out there that might discover this live, months or even years down the road, or anyone watching right now that you might be on the fence, maybe you don't really get this. Maybe you're making excuses for why you can't be in here. But I really hope I painted the picture of like why I can stand so strong behind this and how I know if you're anything like I was in 2007, when I looked at other people and I said, I just want to do what they're doing. Like I wanted my business to model theirs. I wanted to show up the same way. I knew what I saw and I wanted that. I love knowing, like for the very first time, right, that I actually have a business where if someone says, Steph, I want to know what it is that you know. I want to do what it is that you do. I want a business that looks the way yours looks. Like I want to do what you do. I want to learn how to go live and get paid or leverage YouTube or leverage any of the platforms. It's all the same thing. I can honestly say for $500, you can learn all this. You can learn all of this. And with bonus access to my mentorship, right, I will actually help you learn the magic, right, that turns all of this on, that makes you magnetic. So that you can honestly have a business that you love and honestly feel like as money comes in, you're like, I'm getting paid to be me. That's what's so fun about all of this. As like, I just get to be me, doing what I love and sharing what I love in a way that feels good and authentic to me, not playing by anyone else's rules, not being worried that some company owner is going to tell me I'm promoting it wrong or I shouldn't have said this. But to know that here we have three of the most powerful things, and then we're going to close this out: knowledge, opportunity, and ownership. You get to acquire the knowledge and develop the skills because of the actual course, first and foremost. Number two, or number three, I should say, number two, you get to give yourself opportunity. Whether you want to take your own ambition and turn it into something to promote, or whether you want to, leverage the master resale rights license and sell this course as your own. All right. Empowering your bank account with $500 payments over and over and over again as people buy the course from you. Number three is ownership, because unlike an affiliate deal or unlike anything else that's out there, we're not selling you a login. But when you decide to invest the $500, you actually own the course. If you want to download it and go house it someplace else and send all of your buyers to that place to access it, you can, which means no one can ever take away your opportunity. So when it comes to opportunity and ownership and even the knowledge, not only do you get to acquire the knowledge and the skills for yourself, and you get to create opportunity for yourself, and you get to give yourself ownership, but guess what? You get to give those things to others as well. If you decide to sell this course as your own, you're giving people access to knowledge and the ability to develop their skills. You're gifting them with an opportunity. Right? In the times that we're in right now, you just heard what I said about my husband, right? People are going to want opportunity. They're not going to just want to learn. They're going to want to know that if I learn, I also have an opportunity to earn. So now they're not sitting around trying to figure out, how do I take this knowledge and turn it into something? They can take the knowledge and say, I'm going to go out there and take the easy road and just sell people this course because they need it just like I needed it, and instantly create an opportunity for themselves. That's what you get to give people. That's what I get to give people. That's what we get to give people. And then to also know that you didn't sell them a login, that you literally sold them a digital asset. You sold them a business asset that they will forever own. No one can ever take away their knowledge or their skills, like no one can ever take it away from you or from me. The opportunities that we create because we're empowered by this information, no one can ever take them away from us. Whether we create them for ourselves based upon our knowledge, or whether we leverage it through the course that we get to sell as our own, no one can take those things away from us. Why? Because we have ownership. Y'all, it just doesn't get much better. It just doesn't get much better. So again, if you're ready to learn more, you're ready to get started, you're ready to enroll, and you would love amazing mentorship to back you right on this journey for all of 2024, starting right now, go to GoProWithStuff.com, get all the information in your hands, and decide to take action. Once you take action, once you enroll, just send me over email, let me know you're in, and I'll make sure to get you plugged into our mentorship community and make sure that you are invited to our orientation hangout this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I hope each and every one of you guys are leaving better than when you came. If you are like already in, I hope that this night has been able to empower you, like to look at this differently and to know that you have an obligation to go out there and inspire and empower people in maybe a different way than you thought before, right? Go big with this. People need us. Go big with this. And if you're on the fence, I hope you see this as such a worthwhile opportunity for yourself to get everything that you need, right? To build the online business, right? That you desire for yourself. You take the first step, right? And I got your back. Our community's got your back. All right. Have a fantastic night, you guys. Again, if you want to learn more, go to GoProWithStuff.com. The link is down below in the description. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and click on notifications so I can meet you in my next video and or my next live stream. And I cannot wait to welcome you to our community. All right. Have a fantastic night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.